Hello aspirants, welcome to your very own channel Pre-Trap, where textbook theories meet actual prelims trap. So let's begin with question number 1. Regarding the State Reorganization Commission in 1953, consider the following statements. Number 1. It was headed by Fazl Ali. Number 2. It recommended the creation of states based purely on linguistic lines, rejecting administrative convenience. Number 3. The States Reorganization Act was subsequently passed in 1956. Which of the statements given above are correct? And your answer is option C. 1 and 3 are correct. Statement 2 is incorrect. The Commission recommended linguistic factors be a primary consideration but explicitly rejected the theory of one language, one state. Question number 2 is, with reference to the integration of princely states, consider the following statements. Number 1. The instrument of accession was a legal document designed by the Government of India Act 1935 to allow states to join the Dominion of India. Number 2. The state of Junagadh was integrated into India through a plebiscite held in 1948. Number 3. The ruler of Jammu Kashmir signed the instrument of accession only after tribal invaders backed by Pakistan crossed the border. Which of the statements given above are correct? And your answer is option B. 2 and 3 are correct. Statement 1 is incorrect because the instrument of accession was adapted from the Government of India Act 1935, but it was not originally designed for this specific purpose. It was a mechanism used by Sardar Patel. Question number 3 is, consider the following statements regarding the privy purse in independent India. Number 1. It was a payment made to the families of the rulers of erstwhile princely states as part of the agreements for their integration into India. Number 2. The privy purses were abolished by the 26th Constitutional Amendment Act in 1971. Number 3. The Supreme Court initially upheld the validity of the abolition in the Madhav Rao Scindia vs. Union of India case. Which of the statements given above are correct? And your answer is option A. 1 and 2 are correct. Statement 3 is incorrect. The Supreme Court had initially declared the abolition of privy purses unconstitutional in the 1970s Madhav Rao Scindia case. The government subsequently passed the 26th Amendment to overcome this. Question number 4 is, which of the following were major objectives of the Nehruvian foreign policy in the early years of independence? Number 1. Preservation of world peace. Number 2. Anti-colonialism and anti-racism. Number 3. Strict alignment with one of the two power blocks to ensure national security. Which of the following are the correct answer? And your answer is option A. 1 and 2 are correct. Statement 3 is incorrect. Nehruvian foreign policy was defined by non-alignment movement, which meant staying independent of both the US and Soviet power blocs. Question number 5 is, the Operation Barga is associated with which of the following? Option A. Providing land right to sharecroppers in West Bengal. Option B. A military operation to integrate tribal regions in Northeast India. Option C. A government scheme to promote primary education in rural areas. Option D. A policy to abolish the zamindari system in northern India. And your answer is option A. Providing land right to sharecroppers in West Bengal. Question number 6 is of assertion and reason. Assertion is, trade unions became stronger during the nationalist movement. Reason is, nationalist leaders considered workers an important force against colonial rule. And your answer is option A. Both assertion and reason are true, and the reason is the correct explanation. Next question is, consider the following pairs. Event and their year. Number 1. All India Trade Union Congress formation in 1920. Number 2. Trade Union Act in 1926. Number 3. Meerut conspiracy case in 1929. How many pairs are correctly matched? And your answer is option C. All are correct. Question number 8 is the Awadhi session of the Indian National Congress in 1955 is historically significant for adopting which resolution? Option A, a resolution to launch the second civil disobedience movement for Goa. Option B, a resolution to implement the Mandal Commission recommendations immediately. Option C, a resolution for the complete withdrawal from the British Commonwealth. Option D, a resolution to adopt a socialist pattern of society as the goal of planning. And your answer is option D, a resolution to adopt a socialist pattern of society as the goal of planning. Question number 9 is which specific legislative strategy was used to pass the Hindu Code Bill in the face of stiff conservative opposition within and outside the Congress? Option A joint session of parliament was called to ensure a simple majority. Option B, it was broken down into 4 separate acts and passed individually. Option C, it was passed via a presidential ordinance to bypass the parliament. Option D, the bill was only implemented in those states that passed a special resolution. And your answer is option B, it was broken down into 4 separate acts and passed individually. Next question is regarding the non-alignment movement in the context of Cold War, consider the following. Number 1, it was a strategy for positive neutrality rather than isolationism. Number 2, it emphasized the importance of self-reliance and economic cooperation among developing nations. Number 3, India formally joined the Western Bloc security architecture in the 1950s to counter the threat from China. Which of the statements given above are correct? And your answer is option A, 1 and 2 are correct. Statement 3 is incorrect. India remained strictly committed to the policy of non-alignment and did not join any military pacts. Question number 11 is the tribal punch seal policy formulated by Jawaharlal Nehru to protect the tribal culture and identity included which of the following principles? Number 1, tribes should be developed along the lines of their own genius. Number 2, tribal rights in land and forest should be protected. Number 3, tribal areas should be governed by separate autonomous administrative framework entirely independent of the central government. Which of the following are correct answer? And your answer is option A, 1 and 2 are correct. Statement 3 is incorrect. While the policy favored tribal administration, it did not propose total independence from the central or state government. Rather, it emphasized administrative integration without social or cultural imposition. Next question is the Telangana movement is historically significant for which of the following reasons? Number 1, it was the largest peasant guerrilla war in modern India history. Number 2, it successfully ended the Jagirdari system in the Hyderabad state even before the formal integration into India. Number 3, it forced the Communist Party of India to shift its focus entirely from parliamentary politics to armed revolution. Which of the following is the correct answer? And your answer is option B, 1 only is correct. Statement 2 is incorrect. The movement challenged feudal exploitation, but the systematic end of such system occurred post-integration. Statement 3 is incorrect. The movement's failure actually led the CPI to participate in the 1952 elections. Next question is the report of the Education Commission, famously known as the Kothari Commission, made a landmark recommendation that was later adopted in the 1968 National Policy on Education. What was it? Option A, the introduction of the 3-language formula. Option B, the privatization of higher education institutions. Option C, the compulsory inclusion of theological studies in primary schools. Option D, the complete exclusion of English from the curriculum. And your answer is option A, the introduction of the 3-language formula. The Kothari Commission recommended the 3-language formula to promote national integration while respecting regional linguistic diversity, which remains a cornerstone of Indian education policy. And the last question is the Acharya Vinoba Bhave movement, while primarily known for Bhudan, also expanded into Gramdan. What is the fundamental difference between the two? Option A, Bhudan focused on land donation while Gramdan aimed for collective ownership of all land in a village. Option B, Bhudan was for the urban proletariat while Gramdan was for the rural peasantry. Option C, Bhudan was a government funded initiative while Gramdan was a grassroots communist initiative. Option D, Bhudan was limited to the south while Gramdan was limited to the north. And your answer is option A, Bhudan focused on land donation while Gramdan aimed for the collective ownership of all land in a village. As you can see how I am making questions, it took a lot of effort. So if you're liking it, please like, share and subscribe my channel. I will make sure not to disappoint in content. I just don't want to waste your time. That's why I don't talk in the middle of the session. I know sincere students only want content. So see you tomorrow in the next video. Thank you.